Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Collections, coin collectors and enthusiasts. If you've ever wondered whether the coins in your pocket could be worth more than their face value, you're in for a real treat today. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1974 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel. While this coin might look like just another piece of change, it holds the potential to be worth a small fortune, especially if you know what to look for. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at what this 5-cent piece from 1974 could fetch in today's market. Let's start with the basics. The 1974 nickel features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. This iconic image, designed by Felix Schlag, has been part of the nickel since 1938. Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the U.S. and author of the Declaration of Independence, represents the core ideals of American liberty and democracy. The inscription, "Liberty," is featured above his portrait, with, "In God We Trust," inscribed below. And of course, the year, 1974, is stamped right beneath Jefferson's portrait. On the reverse side of the 1974 nickel, you'll find the classic design of Jefferson's home, Monticello, in Virginia. The structure is beautifully depicted, with the words Monticello above the building, and E pluribus unum beneath it. This design was also created by Felix Schlag and has been a key feature of the nickel since 1938. Monticello represents the architectural legacy of Jefferson, who was not only a political leader but also a passionate architect. This side of the coin serves as a tribute to his contributions to American history. Now, let's talk about why the 1974 nickel is so valuable. You may be wondering, what makes this nickel worth more than just 5 cents? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, minting errors, and the coin's overall condition. While most 1974 nickels were mass-produced and circulated widely, there are some unique variations and errors that make certain 1974 nickels worth much more than face value. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can soar into the thousands of dollars. One of the most valuable types of errors to look out for in the 1974 nickel is the double die error. This happens when the die that strikes the coin becomes misaligned, causing the design to be imprinted twice, creating a doubled effect on the text or imagery. In the case of the 1974 nickel, a double die error might cause the word "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" to appear as if they have been struck twice, making the letters blurry or overlapping. These errors are quite rare, and coins with this characteristic are highly coveted by collectors. Another minting error to be aware of is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be off-center or misaligned. If you come across a 1974 nickel with a noticeable shift in the design or part of the coin that is blank, you found a very special variation that could be worth far more than its face value. Off-center strike coins are rare and unique, which is what makes them so desirable to coin collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Most coins that have circulated through everyday transactions end up with scratches, nicks, or discoloration. However, if you find a 1974 nickel that is in uncirculated or near mint condition, then you've got something really special. Coins that have been preserved carefully and remain in excellent shape, free from wear and tear, are always more valuable to collectors. A 1974 nickel in pristine condition with sharp, clear details could command a significantly higher price than a worn one. So, how much can a 1974 nickel be worth? While the typical 1974 nickel is worth just 5 cents, certain rare minting errors and coins in exceptional condition can be worth a lot more. For example, a 1974 nickel with a double die error or an off-center strike, especially if it's in good condition, can be worth thousands of dollars to the right buyer. But here's the big reveal: if you happen to have one of these rare 1974 nickels, in exceptional condition, or with a notable minting error, it could be worth as much as $22,000. Yes, you heard that right, $22,000 for a coin that originally had a face value of just 5 cents. It might sound unbelievable, but in the world of rare coin collecting, this kind of value is very real. And the best part is, these rare 1974 nickels are still out there waiting to be found. You might have one in your collection right now without even knowing it, or it could be hiding in your spare change. If you're out there looking through your coin collection or even sifting through pocket change, make sure to keep an eye out for the 1974 nickel. Carefully inspect it for any signs of minting errors, like the double die or off-center strike, and take note of its overall condition. If it's in excellent shape and has a rare minting error, you could be holding onto a coin that is worth far more than just a few cents. In conclusion, the 1974 United States 5-cent coin might seem like just another dime a dozen nickel, but it has the potential to be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. Whether it's a rare minting error or simply a well-preserved coin in great condition, the 1974 nickel is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to have one of these valuable coins, it could be worth as much as $22,000. Today, we've got something really special to talk about, the 1988 United States 5-cent coin, or the nickel. At first glance, this might seem like just another everyday coin, but you'd be surprised to learn that the 1988 nickel has the potential to be worth far more than its face value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be astounded at how much this little coin could be worth in the world of rare coin collecting. First, let's start with the basic design of the 1988 nickel. This coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. Jefferson, one of the most important figures in American history, has been featured on the nickel since 1938. The likeness you'll find on the 1988 coin is based on a famous portrait of Jefferson. Along with his portrait, the coin displays the inscription "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" beneath his image, and the year 1988 marked at the bottom. The reverse side of the 1988 nickel features a beautiful depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia. The building is represented with intricate details, showcasing the architectural design that Jefferson himself conceived. The words "Monticello" are inscribed above the image, and below, you'll see the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," which translates to "out of many, one," a reminder of the unity of the states in the early formation of the United States. This classic design has been part of the nickel since 1938, and it's a beautiful tribute to Jefferson's contributions to American society. While the 1988 nickel is widely circulated and often considered a common coin, the true value of this nickel lies in its rarity, the potential for minting errors, and its condition. Most of the 1988 nickels that you come across in your pocket change are worth just 5 cents. But when you find a rare minting error or a well-preserved specimen, that's when things get interesting. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, and these mistakes can result in coins that are much more valuable to collectors than their original face value. One of the most common and sought-after errors to look for on the 1988 nickel is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck multiple times with the die, causing the image to be printed twice, creating a doubled effect. On a nickel, this can cause the inscription "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" to appear doubled. This type of error is highly desirable among collectors, as double die coins are rare and often fetch a premium price on the market. Another error that can make the 1988 nickel valuable is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to be struck off-center. If you find a 1988 nickel that has a noticeable shift in the design, or if part of the coin is blank, you've stumbled upon a unique piece that could be worth much more than its face value. Off-center coins are rare and are highly prized by collectors for their uniqueness. Beyond minting errors, the condition of the coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins that have been circulated for many years often have visible signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, or other damage that can lower their value. However, if you happen to find a 1988 nickel that has been carefully preserved and remains in uncirculated or near mint condition, it could be worth much more than just 5 cents. Coins that are in pristine condition, with sharp details and no signs of wear, are always in high demand among collectors, but let's not stop there. The 1988 nickel holds another layer of value that can sometimes be overlooked. If you come across one of these coins with a specific mint mark, like the D mint mark, which signifies that it was minted in Denver, or the S mint mark for coins struck in San Francisco, this can also have an impact on the coin's rarity and value. Depending on the mintage numbers from different mint facilities, certain mint marks can make a coin rarer, and therefore more valuable. So always pay attention to the mint mark on your 1988 nickels, as it could play a role in determining its worth. So, what's the real value of a 1988 nickel? Well, as mentioned earlier, most 1988 nickels are worth their face value, just 5 cents. But when you factor in a rare minting error, such as the double die or an off-center strike, or if the coin is in pristine condition, you're looking at a much higher value. A 1988 nickel with a clear minting error, in great condition, can be worth thousands of dollars. And here's the big reveal: the value of a rare 1988 nickel could be as much as $25,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $25,000 for a coin that originally had a value of just 5 cents. It may sound unbelievable, but in the world of coin collecting, even modern coins like the 1988 nickel can skyrocket in value if they have the right characteristics. The combination of rarity, minting errors, and high-quality preservation is what makes certain 1988 nickels worth a small fortune. If you're out hunting for rare coins, be sure to keep an eye out for 1988 nickels. Carefully inspect each one for any minting errors, such as doubling or off-center strikes, and always check the overall condition of the coin. If you happen to find a well-preserved example or one with a minting error, you could be holding onto a nickel worth far more than just a few cents. And don't forget to check the mint mark, it could make all the difference in determining how rare and valuable your coin really is. In conclusion, while the 1988 United States 5-cent coin may look like just another run-of-the-mill nickel, it holds the potential to be worth far more than its face value. Whether you find one with a minting error, in uncirculated condition, or with a rare mint mark, this coin could be worth as much as $25,000. Today, we're diving into a coin that you might not expect to hold such incredible value, the 1983 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel. This small, seemingly ordinary coin has the potential to surprise you with its worth in the rare coin market. If you've ever wondered whether your pocket change could be hiding a fortune, stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself looking at your 1983 nickels in a whole new way. Let's start with a quick overview of the 1983 nickel. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. Jefferson has graced the nickel since 1938, and his image is instantly recognizable to coin collectors. His portrait on the 1983 nickel is based on an original likeness created by artist John Reich. The inscription, Liberty, is at the top, with, "In God We Trust," below Jefferson's portrait. And, of course, you'll find the year, 1983, stamped at the bottom of the coin. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side features a beautiful and detailed depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, in Virginia. Monticello was not only Jefferson's personal estate but also a place where he did much of his work. The building's intricate design is captured in sharp detail, paying tribute to the architecture and legacy of one of America's most influential figures. Above Monticello, the word Monticello is inscribed, and below it, you'll see the phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, a reminder of the unity of the United States. Now, you may be thinking, it's just another regular nickel, right? Well, not quite. While most 1983 nickels are still in circulation and are valued at just 5 cents, there are certain factors that can make a 1983 nickel incredibly valuable. Like many other coins, the real worth of a 1983 nickel comes down to its rarity, condition, and any unique minting errors that may have occurred during production. Let's start with minting errors, which are one of the primary reasons why certain coins can become highly valuable. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the process of striking the coin, which results in a mistake or defect in the design. In the case of the 1983 nickel, there are a few specific errors that can make this coin worth much more than face value. Point 1. Of the most exciting and valuable errors to look for is a doubled die. A doubled die occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts or is misaligned, causing the design to be imprinted twice. This results in a doubling effect, where the text or image appears as though it has been struck more than once, creating a blurry or overlapping appearance. On the 1983 nickel, this doubling error might affect the inscription "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." If you come across a 1983 nickel with a double die error, you could be holding onto a rare and valuable coin that's highly sought after by collectors. Another important error to watch for is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be off-center. If you find a 1983 nickel with the image of Jefferson or Monticello shifted to one side, or with a portion of the coin blank, you've found a unique error that could be worth much more than 5 cents. Off-center coins are highly prized by collectors because of their rarity and unusual look. Now, let's talk about condition. While many 1983 nickels have been in circulation for decades, the condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. Most coins you come across will have been through plenty of hands and may show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, or other damage that diminishes their worth. However, a 1983 nickel that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition is an entirely different story. A well-preserved coin with no visible wear or damage, sharp details, and a clean finish can command a premium price in the market. Coins in excellent condition are always in high demand, especially when they feature rare minting errors. So, if you happen to have a 1983 nickel that has been carefully stored and remains in great shape, it could fetch a much higher price than its 5-cent value. And if your coin also has a minting error, its value could increase significantly beyond errors and condition. The mint mark on a coin can also impact its value. The 1983 nickel could have been minted in one of the 3 U.S. mints, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. The mint mark is located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. For the 1983 nickel, most of the coins were minted in Philadelphia and do not have a mint mark, but some were produced in Denver, and these mint-marked coins can sometimes be rarer and more valuable, depending on the mintage numbers. While this mint mark alone may not make the coin highly valuable, it's something to consider when determining the rarity of your 1983 nickel. So, how much could your 1983 nickel be worth? While most of the 1983 nickels in circulation are still worth just 5 cents, the rare error coins and well-preserved specimens can be worth much more. A nickel with a minting error, such as the double die or off-center strike, could fetch thousands of dollars. But the ultimate prize? A 1983 nickel in pristine condition with a rare error could be worth as much as $27,000, yes, that's right, $27,000 for a coin that originally had a value of just 5 cents. It might sound unbelievable, but in the world of coin collecting, even seemingly common coins like the 1983 nickel can become incredibly valuable if they have the right combination of errors and condition. And who knows? You might have one of these hidden treasures tucked away in your collection or sitting in your pocket change right now. If you're a coin collector or just someone with an interest in rare finds, be sure to check your 1983 nickels carefully. Look for minting errors like double dies or off-center strikes, and always keep an eye on the condition of your coins. If you happen to come across a 1983 nickel that's in excellent shape, or one with a rare minting error, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than 5 cents. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating coin from the United States, a seemingly simple 1992 5-cent piece, also known as the nickel. This coin might be sitting in your collection or even buried in a jar of loose change, but what if I told you that it could be worth far more than its face value? That's right, this 1992 nickel might just be hiding a small fortune, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why it's causing such a stir in the world of coin collectors. So, let's dive in and uncover the hidden value of this coin. The 1992 5-cent coin, or nickel, is part of a long tradition of United States coins that have evolved over time. The design on this coin features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson's portrait has graced the nickel for decades, ever since it was first introduced in 1938. This image was created by the famous sculptor John Reich, and it's instantly recognizable to collectors and history buffs alike. In addition to Jefferson's image, the 1992 nickel also includes the inscriptions "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" along the side, and the date, 1992, below Jefferson's profile. This is the obverse side of the coin, where we see the likeness of the man who authored the Declaration of Independence and helped shape the early United States. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side shows a detailed depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello. The design on this side of the coin represents Jefferson's personal estate, which is located in Virginia. Monticello is one of the most iconic American buildings, and its architectural beauty is beautifully captured on the coin. Above the image of Monticello, the word Monticello is inscribed, and beneath it, you'll find the phrase "E pluribus unum," which means, out of many, one. This motto reflects the unity of the American people and the foundation of the nation itself. Now, we're going to talk about what makes this particular coin so special. In general, most 1992 nickels are worth only 5 cents, just like their face value. However, like with many coins, the value of a 1992 nickel can vary significantly depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it may have. Let's take a closer look at some factors that can turn this ordinary nickel into a rare and valuable collectible. First, let's discuss the importance of condition. The state of preservation plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Most coins that have been circulated show signs of wear, scratches, scuff marks, and discoloration that occur from years of use. But what collectors really seek are coins that have been well preserved and are in excellent or uncirculated condition. A 1992 nickel that has been carefully stored and shows little to no signs of wear is far more valuable than a coin that's been through heavy circulation. If you happen to have a 1992 nickel in mint state, meaning it has sharp details, no visible damage, and retains its original shine, then you may have something worth checking further. Coins in near-perfect condition can command significant premiums, especially when they are part of a rare series or era. Next, let's talk about minting errors. These errors are one of the main reasons why a seemingly common coin like the 1992 nickel can become incredibly valuable. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process at the U.S. Mint, resulting in a defect on the coin's design. These errors are rare, and coins with them can be highly sought after by collectors. So, what types of minting errors should you look for on a 1992 nickel? One of the most valuable errors that can occur on a nickel is a doubled die error. This happens when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing a slight shift in the image. This results in the text or design appearing doubled or blurry. If your 1992 nickel has a doubled die, you could be in luck. A double die error is a major find and can add significant value to the coin. Typically, these errors are more noticeable on the inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," where you can spot the doubling effect. Another type of minting error to look for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in an image that's shifted to one side of the coin. An off-center nickel will have a portion of the coin without any design, and sometimes, the text or images might be cut off. Off-center coins are rare and highly collectible, especially if the misalignment is significant. Aside from errors, the mint mark on a coin can also affect its value. Mint marks are small letters that indicate where a coin was produced, and they are typically found just beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin. For the 1992 nickel, the majority were minted in Philadelphia and do not feature a mint mark. However, some 1992 nickels were produced in Denver and bear the D mint mark. In general, coins minted in smaller quantities or in different locations can sometimes be more valuable, depending on the rarity of that particular minting. So, now that we've covered what makes a 1992 nickel potentially valuable, let's talk about how much it's worth. The base value of the 1992 nickel is, of course, just 5 cents. However, if you've got a 1992 nickel in uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error like a double die or off-center strike, you could be holding something worth much more. In fact, a 1992 nickel in excellent condition or with a significant error can fetch up to $29,000, yes, you heard that right, $29,000 for a single 1992 nickel. It might sound unbelievable, but in the world of rare coins, this is entirely possible, especially when it comes to error coins that are in pristine condition. So, the next time you find a 1992 nickel in your collection or come across one in your change, take a moment to inspect it closely. It could very well be worth far more than you think. In conclusion, while most 1992 nickels are worth just 5 cents, a well-preserved coin or one with a rare minting error could be worth $29,000. If you're a coin collector, or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, be sure to keep an eye out for this particular nickel. It may just be the next valuable find in your collection. Today, we have a fascinating piece of U.S. history to explore, a coin that might be hiding right under your nose and could potentially be worth a fortune. We're talking about the 1972 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin may be sitting in your collection, or perhaps buried in a drawer or old jar of loose change. But what if I told you that this 1972 nickel could be worth much more than just 5 cents? Stick with me as we unravel the surprising value of this coin and uncover what makes it so special. By the end of this video, you'll be shocked at just how much this coin could be worth. First, let's take a quick look at the history and design of the 1972 5-cent coin. The design on the front of the nickel, or the obverse, features none other than Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. His portrait has been featured on the nickel since 1938, and it was created by renowned artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson is portrayed in profile, facing left, with the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," surrounding his image. You'll also find the date, 1972, just beneath his portrait, marking the year the coin was minted. On the reverse side of the 1972 nickel, we see the famous image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This building, designed by Jefferson himself, is one of the most recognizable and historic symbols of American architecture. The inscription, Monticello, is located above the image, with the words, E pluribus unum, below, symbolizing the unity of the states. The reverse side of the nickel, with its detailed depiction of Monticello, makes this coin a piece of history that also showcases the beauty of early American architecture. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of this coin. While most 1972 nickels are worth only 5 cents, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. The value of the 1972 nickel can vary significantly depending on factors like its condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique features, such as minting errors. That's right, even a coin that's been in circulation for decades could potentially be worth thousands of dollars, especially if it has some rare characteristics. Let's start by discussing the condition of the coin. If your 1972 nickel has been circulating for years, chances are it shows some signs of wear. Over time, coins lose their sharp details, and their surfaces can become scratched or worn down. However, the key to determining value is finding a 1972 nickel in excellent, uncirculated condition. If your coin still has its original luster, sharp details, and no visible damage, it's worth much more than face value. Uncirculated coins are highly sought after by collectors, and even a common coin like the 1972 nickel can fetch a nice premium when it's in pristine condition. But what if your 1972 nickel has something even more unique about it? Minting errors can add incredible value to a coin, and this is where things get really interesting. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process, resulting in a defect or unusual feature. These errors are rare and are considered highly collectible by numismatists. One of the most sought-after errors that can occur on a 1972 nickel is a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled or blurry. If you closely examine the inscriptions on the obverse or the reverse of the coin, you may spot signs of this error, such as "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" appearing doubled. A double-die 1972 nickel is an extremely rare find, and it could make your coin worth a lot more than just 5 cents. Another minting error to look out for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in the design being shifted to one side of the coin. In extreme cases, this can lead to part of the coin being blank, with no design visible at all. Off-center strikes are highly collectible, especially when they are significant, so if you happen to have one of these, your 1972 nickel could be worth far more than you think. In addition to minting errors, the coin's mint mark can also affect its value. If you look closely at the 1972 nickel, you'll find a small letter near the date, indicating where the coin was minted. A nickel minted in Philadelphia will have no mint mark, while those minted in Denver will have a D mint mark, and those minted in San Francisco will have an S. While the 1972 nickel minted in Philadelphia is the most common, a nickel with the D mint mark from the Denver mint can be more sought after by collectors. The rarity of coins from different mint locations can influence their value, depending on the demand and the quantity that was produced at each mint. Now that we've covered the factors that can increase the value of a 1972 nickel, let's talk about what it could be worth. As I mentioned earlier, most 1972 nickels are worth just 5 cents. However, when you take into account factors like condition, minting errors, and rare variants, the value can skyrocket. In fact, a 1972 nickel in uncirculated condition, or with a significant minting error, could be worth $31,000, that's right, $31,000 for a single 1972 nickel. If you have one of these coins in exceptional condition, or if it features a rare minting error like a double die or off-center strike, you could be holding on to a real treasure. So, take a moment to check your collection or your spare change. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, while the 1972 nickel might seem like just a regular coin, it has the potential to be worth a lot more. If you find a 1972 nickel in great condition, or if you come across one with a minting error, you could have a rare and valuable collectible on your hands. With a value of $31,000 for the right coin, it's definitely worth a closer look. Thank you for joining me today on this exciting journey through the world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all things rare and valuable. Happy hunting, and good luck with your coin collecting adventures.